Hi guys, welcome to your March readings. I have a really special workshop this month that I would love to see you all at. We're going to be diving super deep into our own love souls and healing all of that generational trauma, healing the inner child wound, really learning our own unique energy signature so that we can love ourselves fully and step into our power. Come join me on March 21st at 3 p.m. Eastern. We also have an amazing t-shirt that you can remind yourself all the time how beautiful, fantastic you are. The Love Soul t-shirt. This is all available. You can register on my website, fearlessintuition.net. Click book a session and you can get the t-shirt also on the same website, fearlessintuition.net, in the merchandise section. I love you guys. Enjoy your reading. Bye. Hi Gemini, welcome to your March reading. I hope you guys are doing well. March is going to be amazing. Everything that's coming in is really going to be emphasizing all of this cosmic Piscean energy is going to be emphasizing that 10th house of yours and helping you to pay attention to how you're relating to other people and how people are relating to you. And there's almost this compassion, this quiet compassion that you're going to be feeling from that Pisces energy as you sort of put yourself out there in a softer kind of way. And Mars is going to be bringing in the fire as it shifts from Taurus into your sign. That's going to be so amazing. It's going to be sparking the North Node that you guys are already feeling all of that purpose-driven stuff that you really want to do and feeling that soul drive to the stuff that you've been excited about. We've been planning for so long. Mercury, your ruling sign, moves into Pisces on the 15th. And so there might be some allusions to the way that, like, people may not completely understand where you're coming from in a lot of ways with a lot of that Pisces energy there. And the process through that you guys are going to be using, it's not the same thing that you would normally use. You're taking a softer approach. When you feel like there's a misunderstanding, you're not going in for the kill. You're not going in to be preachy or to tell people how they need to do this or do that or whatever. And not that you guys do that too much, not that you guys do that anyways, but Mercury is the know-it-all kind of energy, right? So there's just a softening that's happening with Gemini this month, and it's really helping catalyze. I mean, I know that sounds weird with Mars coming into your sign, but it's like the balance, right? The balance of that soft Pisces energy that you'll be feeling as you are approaching other people, and then the fire. There's going to be this fire in your belly. It's very diplomatic. It feels very diplomatic. And you got to remember that your energy is a mirror and a reflection to everybody that you come up against. And it's, Libra is the same way. And they go through that same thing where you come into a situation and you're literally showing people the reality of the situation. And people don't like reality, Gemini. You guys know this. So having to be diplomatic in your approach right now is very key to pushing forward, to catalyzing through the projects and catalyzing through all of these things that you've been planning. So March is going to be showing you where you're going to shine the most and allowing you to learn how to communicate effectively, I think, and use a softer side and a softer approach to that. You guys have so many things coming up this year, and Mars joining with the North Node that's already in your sign. You've really had this like purposeful drive for the last year anyways, and this is just kind of giving you that extra oomph, that extra push forward. Oh wow, okay, that's a whole bunch of cards that just came out. Oh man, I'm not going to read all of these. We're going to put them back in. There's like 20 cards that just flew out, and we'll see what else comes here. Like, I am not reading 20 cards, thank you very much. Okay. So really paying attention to your intuition, that Pisces energy in the 10th house is going to help you pay attention to your intuition a little bit more. There's something that you are deeply, deeply healing from, possibly from a water sign, but it feels like the wound is like it's finally starting to heal, you know, like when you have an open gash or something and you have to stitch it up, and it takes a long time for that, you know, you got to heal the insides, and then the scarring starts to happen. And I feel like that's where we are. We're right there, you know, right there where the scab has come off, and now the scarring is, I know that sounded really gross, sorry, but the scarring is still there, and it's still a little bit rough, but you're almost to the end. You're almost to not having to live within that pain anymore. So we have the Six of Pentacles. I just got goosebumps all over. Then we have the High Priestess, and we have the Eight of Swords. When you are placing your energy in certain situations and certain things that you're doing, Gemini, make sure that you're paying attention to your intuition, which would be the High Priestess. The Six of Pentacles is always asking us, you know, and this may have been something that you did so much in the past where you put your emphasis and your energy onto other people so much that it was painful. It was hard for you to have the energy to do anything for yourself. So really pay attention to, because these are opposite energies here, that Eight of Swords and the High Priestess, totally opposite energies. This is your ego. The Eight of Swords is your ego. This is a self-imposed imprisonment of the mind. And the intuition is the High Priestess. So really, you know, taking the blindfold off, recognizing that you can get out of the swords, recognizing that you don't have to sit within the constructs of your mind, that painfulness of your mind, right? And King of Cups, and then we have the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords. So it may not be a water sign. It may just be somebody that had a lot of emotions, but didn't necessarily express all of their emotions. But you're mourning this person. It feels, or you're maybe not even mourning this person, but it feels like there's regret. There's some kind of regret here, and there's a lot of needing to heal yourself. And maybe it's not even that you regret this person. Maybe you regret some of the situations. Maybe you regret, it's almost as if it's like, okay, well, I've healed this wound now. I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to feel that kind of pain anymore. I don't want to feel that kind of sorrow anymore. It's time for me to move forward and move on with things. You see? So the Five of Cups is focusing so much on the things that we've lost that we don't recognize the stuff that we still have. And I get it, and I understand the pain, but sitting within that pain for too long, you're going to miss out on so many things. And March has some amazing things for you. So let's clarify and see what we can do. If you'd like to get your Fearless Intuition mug, that's on my website under the merchandise as well as those t-shirts, those amazing t-shirts for the Love Soul Workshop. Oh yeah, so we're focusing our energy now on purpose. We're focusing our energy moving forward. It's almost as if there is a need. So I have the Star and the Six of Pentacles. So the Star is about renewal. It's about healing. It's about renewal. It's about balancing your energies out, creating a flow, but it's also about the wish, the purpose, that thing. And we need to balance our energies out and create the flow to get the wish. Do you see? So we have these destinies and we have these purposes, but it's really up to us to take accountability for that. So focusing on your healing aspect, focusing on the direction that you want to go in, focusing on creating that purposeful life, that's going to be the drive that Mars is going to give to you as we're moving through March. And then we have the King of Wands on the High Priestess. So this could also be a fire sign energy. There's something about this fire sign energy, you don't know all of the information about this person. And it's not that I feel like they're trying to be negative. They're not trying to keep that information on purpose. I feel like they genuinely don't understand that you need to know whatever information it is that this person has. And I think that you have either tried to get the answer from somebody else, or you've tried to get the answer from even them, but it was like during Mercury retrograde and the information just wasn't like given back. Anyways, feels very much like this person has some kind of information that you need, and I'm not sure that you fully understand that they can help you. So I know that that sounded really convoluted. That actually sounded really personal to at least one person out there, like really, really specific. And it doesn't even have to be a fire sign. It just feels like a boss kind of energy, like somebody who has fire, a lot of fire in their natal chart, maybe even. Oh yeah, see, and this is the thing. The reason why you're all twisted up inside right now, Gemini, the reason why your mind is all twisted up is because of the unknown. And, you know, here we are when there is an unknown energy that's going on inside of us that can make us really, really ungrounded. And then we can like start to think all of the negative things, all of the bad things, all of the negative things. And we get even more ungrounded than we were before. So paying attention to what's in front of you and not looking too far into the future. Like, yes, we can dream, and we absolutely want to dream. I want you to dream. I want you to dream big. But I want you to dream in a way where you're like, whatever's for the best, right? Whatever's for the best and highest good for everyone involved. Not even just me involved, but everyone else involved, whatever's for the best and highest good, because that's how the universe works. The universe works with gratitude and grace and forgiveness and acceptance and love and all of that. It doesn't, the universe doesn't work for clenched energy or this kind, you know what I mean? This is very clenched up, like clenched energy. The universe doesn't work for that. So just because you don't know what's going to happen, that doesn't mean that whatever's going to happen is going to be a bad thing. Like, man, what if it turns out great? You know, instead of it being such a horrible thing or a horrible situation that happened, what if it just turns out amazing? What if it creates more opportunities and more doors opening, right? So be very patient. It looks like even with the water sign, you have to be really patient, or with the Sagittarius that also may have water in their chart. But it feels very much like there's this patience that's needed. So this is either a Pisces, very Jupiterian, very Jupiterian. There's that air sign. And the morning of the air sign, I know, man, it's hard to let go of people and situations and things in our lives when we weren't ready for it to happen, right? We want it to be on our timeline. And if we're not ready for it to happen, then we don't want it to happen. And it feels, you know, you feel very, very deceived. And maybe it was the fire sign or the water sign or the air sign that deceived you. But I think the air sign could even be you that deceived yourself. It could be a Libra. It could even be an Aquarius, right? But so you showing up on that Five of Cups is literally showing me too in a way that recognizing when there is loss or rejection in our life, that's the universe protecting us from ourselves. You know, and sometimes we have to have that kind of rejection. Sometimes we have to have that kind of loss for us to recognize what we have still. So don't sit in that Five of Cups for too long is all I'm saying, because there's so much more opportunity. I mean, the Magician is at the bottom of the deck, and you could easily miss those manifestations that you've been working so hard on if you are constantly going to stay in that Five of Cups mindset. The Seven of Swords on the Three of Swords. I know what happened wasn't fair. I get it. I know what happened wasn't fair. And I know what happened wasn't kind. And it wasn't done with your wants and desires and needs in mind. I know that the situation played out in a way that broke your heart, and I get that. But I also get that when we have that pain and we have that heartbreak, we are reminded of how alive we actually are. And we're also reminded that within that pain, within that heartache, that love also exists because we have to nurture ourselves through it. Do you see what I'm saying? So your ability this month to tap into your own healing process and knowing that it's all going to be okay in the end. You're going to make it okay in the end. You're going to make it okay for yourself in the end. And it doesn't have to be about anybody else but yourself. But you also need to do that in your own kind of way. You also need to allow yourself to say, all right, well, this thing that I've had this perception for so long about, and now I have to shift my perspective and I have to look at this that's not easy to do, man. So give yourself a little bit of grace. And that Virgo full moon that we had at the end of February really, really helped clear some things out. And that Libra full moon that we're going to have in March is really going to be, that we're going to be having in March. It's really going to help you clear some things out too. So pay attention, right? Pay attention to how you're manifesting things. You really, really want to speak truths into existence. Don't be coy and childish with the universe. Otherwise, you will continue to be, because if you're being a little bit coy, right, when manifesting, and you're being a little bit childish when manifesting, like, but I want what I want because I want it kind of thing. Like, we're not manifesting from ego. You got to really manifest from a soul place. Your ego wants it because it's comfortable and it's easy. Your soul wants it because it's the very makeup of who you are. You see, we want the manifestations that are the very makeup of the fiber of every single cell that we have in our body. You know what I mean? So manifest from a place of soul. And don't miss out on that opportunity. There are a lot of things coming at you this month, Gemini. And when in doubt, pause and reflect. Be the hanged man, because that Seven of Cups will confuse you if you let it. When in doubt, just pause. Okay? I love you guys. I hope you have a really, really wonderful March. I'm super, super excited. All of my books are open for astrology and tarot readings for March if you would like to get your own astrology and tarot reading. I love you all so much. I hope to see you in the memberships too. Come join us. It's really, really fun. Love you. Bye.